what calms a man down? Well, let's give the example of taking out the trash or something like that, right? If he says, I mean, it's weird if he would say whatever, but let's just say he's like, oh, you didn't take out the trash. If it's then taken out and then you say the magic words, I'm sorry, you're right, whatever it is, that problem is solved right there. For a woman, if she says, you forgot again to do this or something again, and then he does it, doesn't hit the spot, does it? Because what you really want as a woman is for your feeling to be heard, right? I feel disappointed that I said this 2 times this week, and it makes me feel, I feel inside that you don't listen, and that means you don't care about me, and then I worry whether I'm actually loved by you, right? Because I like the feeling of being loved by you. That's really what you want him to hear, and you want him to register that emotion so you feel valid, so you don't feel invisible, right? It's not actually about the trash for you. For a man, it's the inverse. It is about the trash. It's the same thing of like, I don't want you going to that club. He just doesn't want you going to the club. He's not talking for a conversation of understanding. So I'm like, this is that same nuance between respect and appreciation. But when you're going about conveying to a man, understand if a man's having an issue with something, whatever that issue is, you don't need to talk it out. And you don't need to ask questions. Why did you feel this? When do you feel this? First, solve it. Solve the thing he's asking for. Be like, what do you need me to do? Straight up. If you respect him, if you like him enough. As a man, I almost wish I was talking to men right now. I'll get to it eventually. But as a man, be like, well, how do you feel when I did that? And then that whole rephrasing thing I talked about in the last few videos and et cetera, et cetera. Don't worry, I'll get to men eventually.